Alright, we're going to make some great gardens using paper and wallpaper. First, tear the grass. That gives it a nice natural look. And then you just want to do a line of glue will do. Just a line, because we're going to tuck the stems of the flowers under the grass. Now I've given you nice lawn stems, but you can cut them down if you want to. And then again, a nice line of glue will do. A line of glue will do. Tuck it under the grass there so it looks like it's growing out from the grass. Now you've got two templates here, an A and a B. One is more of like a circle and one is an oval. Wallpaper is cool, but oftentimes what they'll do is with wallpaper is they'll have 3 or 4 shades of the exact same print, just so you know. And sometimes they have flower ones too, but we're not going to cut out the flowers. We're just going to, it's going to be kind of like a surprise. Flip over your wallpaper you want to use and trace. Now look, it just fell off. That's okay, just put it right back on. Hold down your template, trace, you move your hand out of the way. And you're gonna do it right at the edge of the paper there. See how I'm using the edge of the paper, not the middle of the paper? Tracing as I go. Oh no, it fell out. There, see, just put it right back, it's okay. That's the great thing about tracing is that you can just line it right back up, but you wanna make sure you trace all of it. And see how there's marker getting everywhere? That's why we do it on the back. Now we're gonna rough cut. So just rough cut, which is, don't cut out the shape, just sort of cut out the area. Then rough cut the ovals, which are gonna be the petals. Then fine cut. So see how now I'm carefully cutting it out? Now there's gonna be a little box or bin for your trash. Unfortunately, wallpaper cannot be recycled, so we'll just have to trash it. And there'll be a little collection tub at your table, so throw the little scraps in there. Just the little tiny scraps from the fine cut. The big giant scraps we can keep. Alright, my petals are already starting to look great here. Cutting neatly and completely. Putting my scraps in the scrap tub to be thrown away later. Alright, now that it's all cut, take the middle part, dot of glue will do. Then a line of glue, tuck it underneath. This is all about tucking it underneath. Tuck it underneath. So see how I tucked it underneath again? Just a line, tuck it underneath. Just a line, tuck it underneath. Just a line, tuck it underneath. And this one's the last one is kind of tricky of the 6 petals. Tuck it under the last one and over the first one, and then it looks like a flower that is opening. 6 petals is what we're going to need. Okay, so now I'm going to do the next one. I'm going to cut it down so it's lower. I'm going to do a line of glue, tuck it underneath, and this time I think I want my middle to be different than the rest of my petals. So I'm going to pick out a color that's different than the rest of my petals. Now, don't put it in the middle. No, put it on the corner. If you put it in the middle, you're like wasting it for everybody else. You just need a tiny little corner here. Do a rough cut, put that off to the side, and then look at all that paper everybody else gets. 6 petals. Remember, we're doing 6 petals for all of our flowers. 6 petals, just like that. Tracing nicely and neatly on the edge. So see how I'm saving paper by lining this up next to each other? Nice, neat tracing all the way around. Then rough cut, then fine cut. So here is my rough cut. All that scrap could be saved for somebody else. More rough cut. And after I've rough cut everything, then I can do my fine cut. See, here's my fine cut. Nice, neat cutting there. And after you're done with all of your cutting, you're going to put a dot of glue in the middle. A dot of glue will do. And lay your petals, tucking one under the other. So a line of glue, tuck, a line of glue, tuck behind the petal and behind the center. Tuck it behind the petal and behind the center. The next petal, of course, gets tucked behind the petal and behind the center so that it looks like a flower that is opening up. Just like that. And I'm going to make one more because I think I can fit one more on my paper. So depending on how big your paper is how many flowers you can get on. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here because you guys get the idea, and I want you guys to go ahead and get started.